Why? Yeah, I thought I beat them. Thought I beat them last time. Well, okay, yeah, send it. Send it, man. He didn't do it. He ain't do it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. He said that ain't got nothing to do with me, brother. Hey man, what color you wearing, man? Yeah, it's already up. It's up. It's up. Shit is up. Eats up. Fucking Lakers, man.
Started it up yet? Yeah, started it up yet?
Nah. Well, now we starting.
Oh shit! I just found my motherfucking shit.
Fucking Anthony Jordan, son. You said what?
Yeah, all I gotta do is go 2-0 and you can call me a champ.
Who the champ right now?
Well, like I said.
I was just asking.
Right now, you're not a champ. He said all he needs is 2 wins and he's a champ.
No, I heard exactly what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I said, you not the champ right now, you the previous champ, though.
I'm the current champ, dude. I'm the current. Nigga, I'm wearing the belt right now.
You defending. You ain't got it on.
Yes, I do. I do. No. Look, in wrestling, the champ just be having the belt until somebody take it.
The Hendricks, it's back at John Billing. It's back at John Billing. He got it in the corner.
Hello. I have my championship belt on. I am the owner of this team, my nigga.
It's back sitting in the case, cuz. Relax, it's sitting in the case at the facility, cuz. You ain't got it on.
Cuz I am the champ until I'm not the champ. That's how I go. That's how I go.
Look at this sleepy man. Look at this sleepy man.
Hey Ray, answer this. Who the champ? Who the champ? Until the champ, you know what I'm saying, get dethroned. You the champ until you out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that simple. Yeah, I like that. I like when Ray put the Ray put the equilibrium on the group chat. Yeah, he put the equilibrium on the group chat. Just makes sense. Yes, on the sideline, it's there. That motherfucker not vacant. It ain't vacant. It's not vacant. Yeah, it's on me. It's on my person then. It's on my person then. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's what I like to hear then. Yeah, it's in my possession. Oh no, but it's in my corner though with the ring man. Dion holding it. the hell?
Nigga. Yeah, you gotta wait. Yeah, this almost over with. Then I don't want to hear about that weight shit. Ain't no weight shit. Unless you want to go in, but then it's gonna mess everything up.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll... first down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to pass. Fires on the move. And that ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right? On defense, early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Horn.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Pressure coming. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Looking for a deep man. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown ball.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defense is going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the balls get it past the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
He makes the catch. Just trucks through it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The ball's free. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Splits the uprights. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Colorado. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Flight. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
The give out of the gun. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Using his feet to buy time. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side now.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working the middle of the field, he knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Wide out in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He looks that one in nicely.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
He's looking to throw. trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Volunteer! What a catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates and revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides...
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Looking to throw on second down. Now improvising. Fires on the move. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Trying to find his man on first down. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Grabs it in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the field. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know...
Going over the top. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's first and 10. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Sampson. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a crease. It's Sampson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Bought a little time, lets it go. And his throw is incomplete. Third and short now from their own 48. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Vols get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off with a defense.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll run the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Dances away from the heat. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to the back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 24, Colorado 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defensively, the clock late in the game when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the pass, you keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. At the 45, on his way. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A play by the speed back. You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy to the ground.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Off-play action on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
It's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The short hands, it's Horn.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Smashes through. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Sanders. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Slips through the line. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return of the 47. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's going up top. Touchdown ball! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Hort. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged on the outside, it's Horn. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. And the left footer snapped, hooked it, and missed it to the right. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking to pass, it's Sanders. It's complete to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun, the ground game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires it down the seam. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But They got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up. And usually, they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out.
And the pass hits, picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You run them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to throw at Sanders. Throws to the back. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. One final play before the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Horn. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 14, Colorado 0.
And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Horn. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to ease back into it and get some momentum going.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
Going for it all. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Seminoles. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Fires left. Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He rifles one deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense. And he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Uiagalelei. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Benson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Motion from the offense. Off play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And Whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. To the air. It's Uiagalelei. He finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
First down here for the offense. These corners going to give them some space. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Uiagalelei. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On second down, looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
With the score, Florida State 28, Colorado 7.
The Noles will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Unloads to the right. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Pulls it in. It's Lucas. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop Greg Williams. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Be interested to see what the head coach wants to do here, guys. Of course, you just got stopped trying to run the football down close on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and goal, but you're on the 2-yard line. Do you have confidence in your guys up front to get it done?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time, it's complete.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get away. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
To the air, it's Sanders. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like they know they got him right where they want. Got him in a third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The completion well past the sticks. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
They're working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
That keeps the score. Florida State 31.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Also, 3 yards on the play. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 31, Colorado 13.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, into Uyangalele. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. The sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those.
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Zings it complete to the right. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holmes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Uiagalelei. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Going deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The sure hands, it's Lucas. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play in the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys, because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
With the catch, it's Benson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Coming after it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. They'll go right back to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Sampson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Makes the grab outside. It's Hunter. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Delivers the contact. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score, Colorado 7, Tennessee 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Vols line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards and help out the O's. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make as they got to stop the bleeding right now?
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. a pass. It's Sanders. Right down the middle. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Throws to the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Volunteer! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd down, going up top. Quick strike complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. This time it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Buying some time. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
A strike downfield. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
Going up top on first down. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
He'll try to pop the draw. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sanders. It's complete on the right side. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. on 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bucs.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Trying to get to it. He's got his man. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 28, Tennessee 10.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's looking to pass. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Looking to scramble. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism. but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ready to try the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left.
You know, as this game goes on tonight, guys, this guy has to do a better job making quick decisions. You got to work through your progression. If it's not open, throw it away or run. He took way too much time there.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man. It's Horn. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead. Multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the explanation. The fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Keeps looking downfield. just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. He lived to fight another day.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Steps away. He fires it out to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to move it through the air. Floating away. He'll let it go down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
And a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
He wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.